Good morning to all. The link is Share the Glory. The channel is Share the Glory. Check me out, YouTube, Instagram. But man, I'm just sitting here thinking to myself, like, what just transpired for me last night into today based off of what's going on in my everyday life. So it's hard to explain because it's a lot in one take, you know what I mean? So I can't go that in depth. But what I will say is I just feel like it'd be a message, you know? It's a message. You know, I'm chilling right now, the sun rising, you know, it's looking good out here. But anyway, I put in the time and the effort, and I notice things and I pay attention to things because I've been like just in this space in my life, like transitional space. I went from 29 to 30, so I'm going from my 20s into my 30s. And when they tell you age is wisdom and age is knowledge, and it can also be power, you know, I really have come to terms with that, with this transition, truly, because I feel like, you know, this the prime years, you know, and a lot of the things that I was doing in my 20s is no longer acceptable for me. I have to step up and step out to be what it is I know I am, what I think about when I see myself in my own mind, you know, and then when I see myself in the mirror, and then when I'm looking myself in my eyes and staring there, you know, really that 1:1, that 1-to-1 ratio, you know, that's really what it's about. So I just really see the differences in myself. I could feel it. I felt 30 coming, you know, just while everything that happened to me in year 29, you know, it was beautiful. It was a beautiful thing. Like, so for my 30th, I didn't do too much crazy, like going out of town or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I just chilled. I chilled in my space, you know, because it was a long time coming. For me, it was a childhood thing, like, and now to just be able to wake up in that childhood dream, it just really took me to a space in my mind, like, and it's incredible because it was like almost like my youthful side, my childhood adolescent side merged with this 30-year-old me. You know what I'm saying? Like, almost like it was a new like I really feel more of myself than I ever have. And like it's something amazing and undescribable almost. You know, I'm trying to put it in the best words that I can, but it's like, man, what I realized last night, man, like, I could lose myself if I allow myself to drift off into things that were in my 20s. Things that was negative, and not necessarily 100% negative, but just not up to a level of standard of living at this point. I shouldn't be doing this at this standard of living. You know what I'm saying? At this stage of my life, that is not acceptable. And so with that being said, I'm just like, man, I had to catch myself because I went into this mode. And that mode that I went into is like, I really was looking at myself once I actually got home and was able to sit down. Stand there in that mirror and process that. You know what I'm saying? I was looking at myself, like the agitation, the irritation, the built up frustration, like, and it wasn't cool. So I'm like, man, what you doing, bro? Like, you tweaking, B. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta put yourself together. There's no need for the ignorance and angriness. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all about peace, zen, serenity, love. Putting yourself in position to reach your hand out and shake hands with others, pull others up. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at in this, with my life, like standards. Like, I'm setting this high standard. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't no old bougie or old money level. It's just a standard, a quality of a person, like the things that you bring, the mindset. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for growth, opportunity to be around like-minded people, to push each other, pass the ball around creative-wise. I'm really about to push this envelope on the things that I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like these 30s is gonna be like a real centerfold, like that 30mm view. You feel what I'm saying? Through that lens. So it's like, man, go hard or go home, man. It's 3.0. Let's go. You know, like that's really what I feel, and I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna push through and make this a reality, because a lot has happened, and I'm definitely appreciative of that, you know. And so with me knowing that, I really see what's possible, and I'm trying to share that feeling with other people. Like, I want to pass that around. That's why the name of the channel is SharetheGlory. Like, I want people to understand what it means to be great. And when I say great, I just mean great within yourself. Like, love yourself, love your people. Be able to, like, be a beacon of light and hope. When people see you, they like, man, that's love, bro. What's good? That's love. What's up? Like, that's how that go, man. Like, that's how you want it to be. You want to pass it around. That way, you can break whatever the ignorance or the generational curses, the things that we not even knowing of. We could get that shit up off your shoulders, you know what I'm saying? And become somebody more than what you ever could imagine, just because you putting yourself in play. You making things happen. Like, it may sound like fairy tale or fool to some, but man, realistically, you got to put yourself on a certain frequency to really receive it, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just be saying shit. You got to really put in this work. Like, grind time, season is here. Like, no, man. If this not the prime years, if these prime, this mean everything at this point. You feel what I'm saying? This the bridge and gap. This that middle child. What's another way to put it, man? You know what I'm saying? But we in between everything. Like, the past generations, we got all that from the 90s all the way to now. Like, we the in between. We bridge the gap for the youth to the older people, because we got they teachers, and then we know what's going on right now currently. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's never been a time like this. Like, as much as they saying this about the dollar and everything, that's these drops and inflations and problems out here, man, it's never been a time more to really plant yourself. These are the times that you do plant yourself, because if you read back in history and look at the Great Depressions and all that type of stuff, when people go through that, and then that phase hit where it's a real drought, and then after that drought, it's like a reset button. Like, man, you gotta pay attention to the algorithm of history. You feel what I'm saying? It's been an algorithm. It's just that the word became popular now, of course, because we talking technology age. That's what we living in. So, but the algorithm of history, if you pay attention to it, you know what I'm saying? I used to rock with history because it really lets you know the mindset of people. Man, it's eat or get ate in all cultures. You know what I'm saying? Like, they make it seem like it's a street thing, but it's not. But man, the algorithms of history, man, it's a different time right now. Take advantage. Like the California gold rush back in the day when everybody moved to Cali and all that. Like, man, for real, like, I remember hearing that, and then hearing Nipsey speak of it on one of his songs. At the end, he was just kind of speaking on, like, you know what I'm saying, the times we living in, and had a phone and everything like that is a tool, an asset. Now look at everybody a creator. Everybody got a phone. Everybody video record. And that's a good thing, especially the fact that you're getting paid off of it. Add on to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Do what you need to do to get it off. You know, this is therapeutic for me. People tell you to seek therapy, but yourself is who can tell you everything. You hold the key and the answer to your frustrations and your problems. You just have to take time to walk through and figure out what it is that's going on. You know what I'm saying? Why is it I feel this way? Where do it stem from? I have to go into my own mind and peel back these layers in my brain, because your brain is so, you know what I'm saying? It's 4 pieces to it: top, left, right, back. You know what I'm saying? If you go into scientific definitions of that, man, it's cerebral cortexes and all this other type of good stuff. It's just, but I'm just saying, man, go hard, man. Go hard, because your body is as complicated as life. And you work with that joint every day, your body be moving. Get to it, man. Go hard, man. Put yourself in play. Don't ever let nobody tell you anything different. Don't ever let nobody pull you off your grind. It's a marathon. It's not a race. The hare and the tortoise, that story is real, man. It's about patience. But, man, I ain't going to go crazy and do too much talking. I mean, I already done enough. But I just, man, was just chilling here watching the sun rise, really thinking, you know what I'm saying? That's meditation. And that's what I feel like everybody need, some form of that, you know what I'm saying? Peace and blessings to everybody. Like I say, the name of the channel is SharetheGlory. I'm C White, you know what I'm saying? STG, let's go. Let's go.